This is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the 2026 proposed budget that is now out on our website under the resource page. You'll want to take a look at that. We have the proposed budget on there. We also have our letter explaining how we got to the budget, and then also the calendar. So a few things I want to go over with you. This is just the draft. We have to go through all of the meetings. But at least for now, that proposed budget is an $89 increase, which is a 3.05% increase. What does that come from? We've got risk management, which is insurance. That's increased by 7.3%, which is about $45,000. Health insurance is a 10% increase for next year, which is about an $89,000 increase. Payroll is a 3.9% increase, $179,000. One thing with that is the full-time equivalents, the FTEs. It's only going up 0.44, and what that is in our IT department, we've had a full-time and a part-time employee, and we're going to change that part-time to a full-time. So they're going to 2 full-time employees there. So that's the change in the number of employees that we have that are full-time equivalents with that. We are funding the reserve $1,668,000. So we are still funding the reserve, very healthy funding for that, and that is actually out of the past 5 years, that's more than 4 of those 5 years for that. So as far as the water budget and everything there, there's no additional or no changes to the rates. So the consumption rate and the stormwater rates are not increasing at all for 2026. And there's also $700,000 going into the reserve for the water, and then $460,000 from stormwater that are going into the reserve. So again, this is the proposed budget, and Finance Committee starts meeting on October 11th. And we'll start and then from that point on, we'll meet almost every Saturday to go through the different departments, and then we also meet with committees to talk about any requests that they have that they want added to that budget. But this all goes down to December 13th, and that's when the budget is adopted by the Board of Directors at their meeting. Those budget meetings will be on in the happenings with links. It is a Zoom-only meeting, so you can just attend from home, but those links are in the happenings each week and on the community calendar. And then just know that the October board meeting, which is October 25th, and then November board meeting, which is November 22nd. We do those public budget hearings where finance will review the budget to the board at those meetings, go over what they've approved at that time, and then the board will also look at those, consider any changes at that point, but basically approve those areas until that final approval in December. So again, those meetings starting on October 11th, pretty much every Saturday going forward to December. But again, happenings and community calendar to attend those meetings. Had some issues with FedEx in the past week, and I think it's maybe an ongoing problem that FedEx has been dropping packages at the mailroom and not telling anybody that they're dropping those. First problem with that is the mailroom is not an area for packages that are not USPS. Also, I don't believe that the members are being told that their packages left in the mailroom. So this past week we contacted Federal Express. There's 2 sides to FedEx. There's ground and express. We've had contacts with Express and given them an updated address list each month. We were able to contact FedEx Ground this week, find a new supervisor that said they would help us with this issue, talk to the drivers to make sure they know that they cannot leave those in the mailroom, and also we were able to give her a updated address list also. So hopefully going forward we won't have this problem. I've been speaking with Hannah and Elaine Penny, our office manager, about this. They're keeping an eye on it, and if it continues to be a problem, I will contact FedEx again. But again, hopefully we've resolved this, or at least made it much better than it has been in the past couple of weeks. Update on projects for you over at the pickleball courts. They are starting to paint. During this time, the courts will be closed entirely. They are resurfacing and color coding the 2 tennis courts that are now going to be 6 pickleball courts, and they're doing the same at the pickleball courts also. So during this time, the pickleball courts will be closed, but hopefully, as long as weather cooperates, only a couple more weeks with that project, and then they'll wrap up. Over at the Fawn Hill pool, they are putting the liner down. They had some repairs they had to do, but liner's going in, so hopefully that one will wrap up quickly, and then they'll head over to the clubhouse and do the outdoor pool there and get that taken care of this fall also. As far as the front entrance sign, it's now up and installed, so take a look at that if you haven't driven by. Maybe you didn't even notice it when you drove by, but our new sign is there. Looks great. And much better than what we've had in the past. So take a look at that and check it out. Mailroom expansion continues. Trusses will actually be delivered sometime next week. So weather depending, those will start going up. So you'll start to see more progress there. But that project's moving along nicely. And then also at the pavilion, we're going to see site work starting next week. The contractor will be working that and getting that ready, and then get the piers ready. And then delivery of the pavilion will be in mid-October. So everything's moving along nicely, getting these projects done. Weather's been great to get out there and finish these things up. That's all I have this week. Make sure you check out Zappy and the Digging Deeper video. There's no Hemlock Hangout this week, but check out the Halloween promo. That went out Wednesday. Halloween's coming up, and the haunted house starts October 11th, so make sure you make your plans for that. Have a good weekend, everybody. Take care.